Welcome to the Sam and Joe VA Show, where we teach women just like you how to create your very own in-demand virtual assistant business.
We're your hosts, Sam and Joe, and get ready to have the control, flexibility, and freedom you've always dreamed of.
Welcome to episode 24, Virtual Assistant versus Online Business Manager. What's the difference?
I am so glad we're doing an episode on this because I hadn't heard of the term OBM, Online Business Manager. And when I did, this is a few years ago now, I read through the kind of the list of differences, which we're going to talk about today, and just went, oh my God, light bulb moment, this is what I've been doing.
Yeah.
I actually haven't been doing general virtual assistant stuff. I've actually somehow morphed into an online business manager for a lot of my clients, but they were getting me for that kind of that lower price point that the virtual assistants have.
And the term OBM is quite a recent, like you say, in the last couple of years, a recent term. And I think it's now sort of identified those virtual assistants who really are running an online business for their client. And many of you who are listening may actually already be doing the job description of an OBM. So yeah, it's something to really think about. Do you increase your rate? Do you start marketing yourself as an OBM rather than a virtual assistant? So yeah, have a listen to the differences that we're going to go through and see if it resonates with you.
Yeah. So at kind of like a high level description of both, VAs are generally task orientated, aren't they? They take on specific projects and jobs on behalf of their clients with really defined outcomes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Whereas a online business manager, they work at a more strategic level. So managing projects usually from start to finish. They can be, looking after teams, other virtual assistants. It's definitely higher level, more strategic and long term.
I think a good way to describe an OBM is they are the operations manager within an online business. So we're talking about an online business could be online entrepreneurs who are creating content and courses or doing coaching. That's the type of business that we're talking about, that sort of online only business. And yeah, the OBM is the operations manager. So the client has hired the OBM to manage all of the projects, oversee the strategy of the business, make sure that everything is flowing nicely, looking great, and they're managing those people that are doing that actual work. So they might manage the bookkeeper, the graphic designer, and the virtual assistant, who are all delivering, like you say, tasks that they've been assigned for an overall project that the OBM manages.
Yeah. Should we go through our list of kind of what a virtual assistant generally does? And once again, we're just talking in very general terms. If you go, that's not me, then that's okay. VAs require direction. They do less work for more clients. They have a lower price point and are often only responsible for their own work, no one else's.
Yeah. And they are implementing a little more reactive and very task focused.
Yeah. OBMs are project and management orientated. They look at their client's business from a strategic point of view, which we've talked about, and they're expected to know the business inside out. They work independently and take initiative, and this is key, they do more work for fewer clients.
That's really good. And they have that real strategic view across everything and are more proactive, working really closely with their client on the strategic things and the goals and what that client is actually wanting to achieve, right?
Yeah. I read this term somewhere, and apologies if you're listening to this and you were the one that wrote it. I can't remember where I read it, but someone summed it up in a really good way. Managers manage and assistants assist. And I thought that kind of sums it up really nicely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's great. So yeah, if that's really resonated with you in terms of like, oh, I'm actually doing all of that right now, then yeah, it's time to take a look at your business, how you're positioning yourself in the market, what you're calling yourself, and whether the move to OBM is the right thing for you. Because yeah, but higher pay, higher hourly rate that you can demand as an OBM. So yeah, great benefits. Thanks to everyone for listening to this episode of the Sam and Joe VA Show. If you'd like to find out more, head to the Savvy School website to check out the amazing members club and find more free resources.
You can find us at savvyschool.co.nz.